Hello guys, this is Nagarjun. Once again, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to ask all my friends, some of my friends working as an SBA PO, what they followed before interviews. So let's get into the video. Hi bro.
Hi.
Today I'm going to ask you about three things which you have followed before interview.
First thing is you should know the basics of banking and banking reforms and the history of SBA.
So all about banking.
Yes.
Also banking terminology.
Banking terminology is important.
Where can you avail that?
Actually, I have prepared from my banking institute notes, or else you can Google it and you can search it. You will get all details about it.
Okay. Second thing.
Second thing, you should know about your background, where you have graduated your like.
That means you are telling about all the courses which is your
which you have in which you have been graduated. You should know the basics, and you should know the little bit about your core subjects. It will be helpful for you.
Basic questions of the core.
Okay. And third one is you should know all government schemes which were recently implemented.
Okay.
You will definitely get questions about it.
Where did you follow?
From basic olive board and bankers adda.
Okay.
You should when you just type the scheme name and you go through all the important points and keep your notes. And before going interview, you should read about it.
That means how many months did you follow the scheme?
At least 6 months you should follow, so that you will get a better knowledge and you can easily explain to them.
Okay. So this is Riyaz under SBA PO. Now I am going to Manohar. Stay tuned. So hello guys, this is Manohar under SBA PO. He is also from Vizag, from my place. So Manohar, today I am going to ask you what are the three things you have followed before interview?
One thing is my skin is very oily. So if you are someone who have very oily skin, it's better to carry a handkerchief and keep wiping your face out so that it stays presentable for those. Like it shouldn't be annoying and irritating to those who receive you.
Okay.
And one other thing is hobbies. Like I can't stress this any more than this because my hobbies saved my interview. I would say that because most of the time you won't be able to answer the current affairs questions up to the mark, right? So if you are able to answer about your hobbies properly, that would make up for the lacking in the current affairs part. One more thing is like when you are answering, no matter who asks the question, you have to look at everyone and say the answer. Those are the three things I would advise someone going for an interview. Yes. Yeah. If you don't have any hobbies as of now, please work on it. Inculcate them in your daily life. There doesn't necessarily need to be a regular homework. There's got to be something you like, right? So keep doing that in the spare time so that hobbies can save your interview.
You are telling
no matter how worse you are at current affairs.
You are telling to adopt the hobbies.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because take my case for example, current affairs. Most of my answers were very vague, like just one word answer. That is all I know about in that time. But coming to my current affairs, I had this habit of reading books, and I also used to follow space industry. And those questions regarding that area, just having hobbies is also maybe not sufficient. While going to the interview, you have to be very aware of the recent times news. That will help you because mostly they will ask those questions. One more thing is that like in an SBI interview, they will on an average spend like 20 minutes on one person. So if you give them enough hobbies to ask questions, like if you only write like one cooking or something just for the namesake to filling that column, they might not ask that many questions from the hobbies. Now they will spend that time on the current affairs, right? So if you give them hobbies to ask, that means you are putting them into your code. Like you are giving them the questions you know. Hobbies can't be difficult, right? You can also say you don't know, I am not aware of that. But current affairs, if they have more time, they will start drilling deeper. That will be a bad thing. Current affairs, as you know, it is a vast area to cover. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And the SBA PO is Avinash. It's cool. This is Avinash. I'm the SBA PO. Avinash, tell me about what are the three things you have followed before an interview?
Well, thank you, Nagarjuna, for giving this opportunity. the three important things that we should know when you're preparing for an interview is, one is knowing about ourselves. I mean, knowing about yourself. What kind of background you come, what have you learning,
What are your studies?
whatever the
all
study-
self details.
self details.
How did you prepare for that? Did
For
you
that,
write any paragraph?
yes, I just note down all the points what I have been doing and what I have done in a paper, and I had verified it.
Okay. The second point.
Point is, you should be genuine to yourself. The interviewer may ask you a question, but you should be confident and genuine enough to tell that if you know the point, just tell him.
If you don't know.
If you don't know it, just tell him, sir, I'm very sorry, I don't know this.
Okay.
That's enough. They like the genuineness.
Okay. And the third point.
Third point is, see, as I have prepared myself current affairs very well, since I'm not well versed with this quant.
Okay. So you are telling about you should be
So
thorough
we
about-
should know thoroughly about what is happening around ourselves.
Okay. General knowledge and
General
current
knowledge,
affairs.
just not only that. Whatever the situations in your hometown is happening, something,
Okay.
or your state, or in the world,
Okay.
or in the country.
Okay. All political, economical conditions.
Just every kind of thing.
If you ask me what 3 tips I have followed is, first thing is current affairs. I have gone through current affairs for the last 6 months very thoroughly. And the second point is my dressing code. I maintained a very good attire. And the third point is, which I didn't follow but I would like to follow, is my smile on my face. I forgot to smile in the interview and they asked me, why don't you smile? And some more points I would like to add is, write your own essay regarding your details. Every detail should be included in it and should be known by you. For suppose the hobby, you need to tell about your hobbies in the interview. So I wrote my hobby as workout. So they asked me what is six pack. So I explained it. This is the muscle that is present in the abdomen. So they asked me what are the workouts we need to do to get our six pack. So these are the questions they get into detail. And another one I want to add is that if suppose they ask a question, one of the question I remember, they asked me what are the payments banks. Okay, I told the answer. After that, they asked me to tell different types of payments banks. So I told Geo Payments Bank, Airtel Payments Bank, etc. So now they asked me which company has launched a two-step OTP verification for the transfer. So that is Airtel Payments Bank. So the thing I want to say here is, whatever you say, they will get depth in it. They will go the one by one question, one question again on it. I told Digital Payments Bank, Airtel Digital Payments Bank. So after that, they asked me what ads they are playing recently. So I told about the girl calling a old man regarding some OTP verification, regarding some transfer. When he tell it is OTP, the message will come again for him to accept or not. So they asked the detail of the ad. The thing I want to say is, they will shoot the questions one after clearing one question. They will get into the question answer which you have told. So answer only the things you know. If you don't know, don't throw a stone on it, blind stone. Another point is that don't tell unnecessary things. Like what did you do after BTech? If they ask, if you go for some other exams, like a GATE exam, anything. If you tell that I prepared for GATE, and they will ask you why are you coming to banking. So don't raise unnecessary negative points on you. You don't mention what if they ask you what did you prepare after your BTech or after your degree. You tell directly I am preparing for the jobs for the banking exams. I am waiting. You tell whatever exams you have gave, or clerical or PO or whatever it is. You tell them I prepared for this. This makes them to understand that you are waiting for this job. And last but not least, the other thing which I followed is I have gone through the basics of banking history and also banking terminology, which my friend said Riaz, one of my friend told. So I have gone through Google, like he said, Hollywood, a PDF hai. There will be different PDFs. You can go through them. The main thing you need to study is and remember is the differences. Differences, for suppose difference between FD and RD, and difference between mutual funds and insurance. What are the points? The main different points you need to remember. For suppose they asked me what is the difference between digital bank and a payments bank. Okay, the main thing is the interview panel wants to take you because you have cleared your prelims, you have cleared your mains, so they know you have some stuff in you. So don't give my sincere suggestion is that don't give unnecessary negative points on you. Don't tell fake hobbies. If you don't know, if you're the another point is that while writing your paragraph on you, just completely from A to Z, you completely remember everything. My point is that if you frame one question, if you frame some points on yourself, they will ask that questions. They will able to ask they might able to ask only the questions in that frame itself, so that you can answer. If you tell out of your frame, if they questions you, what will you tell? So don't go out of frame. Make them ask you in the between those frames. So in order to achieve that, you need to prepare it. You need to before prepare yourself what questions might come. So what if you are telling you about yourself, they will frame the questions itself there only.